And now, broadcasting live from the Darkroom studio at Craven Community College, it's In the Know.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to In the Know. I'm Craig Ramey.
I'm Megan Johnson.
And we're just going to jump right into it. This is the show where we have a lot of fun.
We do.
Every week, yeah.
We do. We keep it happy and positive and get everybody informed.
That's right,
Thus,
yes.
In the Know.
Every Thursday, we do the show here from the campus of Craven Community College in the Public Radio East studio, specifically the Dark Room studio. That's where we are now. We just talk about things going on at campus, but we also have our friends from the community come in and tell us about their events and all that fun stuff. Today we'll be talking about our new massage therapy program.
Woo-hoo!
Very exciting. I hope you're doing great today, Megan.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day. A little chilly.
Yeah.
Great. Sun's shining and it's all bright.
Yeah.
Unlike yesterday, it was kind of yucky. When I was pulling in the driveway at the college, you know, we always have a lot of wildlife and stuff around here. There was a hawk flying over my car with his breakfast in his talons.
Oh, yeah. What was his breakfast? Too gross to say?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Some of you
It's
might get
nature.
upset. It's nature, but he's fed.
We
An
see
egg
lots of...
McMuffin?
It was not an egg McMuffin. It was not.
Yesterday outside of our office, you know, Holly has an office right next to mine. She says she saw one of the squirrels climbing up a window and it had found a little bag of treats from somewhere it was carrying around. Yep. We heard Zanetta's voice. Let's throw it to her for a second. Make sure we thank her for all her help in the booth.
Good morning, Zanetta.
Good morning, Zanetta.
Hi, good morning.
Hello. How's your thumb feeling?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Very good.
Is that a glow-in-the-dark Band-Aid?
I wish. It's space.
Yeah.
It's space.
Space thumbs.
Space.
Yeah.
I bet she wished to go back in space
Yeah.
to not have that accident
Yeah.
happen.
Go back in time and not have
Go
to
back
do
in
it.
time. Yes. So you see I've got fun stuff on the table.
I see it.
So coconut almond. So they're like little mini Mounds bars.
I'm putting together some clues on why
Yes.
this is here.
You want to say it?
I'm guessing today is International Chocolate Day.
It's actually National Dark Chocolate Day.
Oh, yes.
National
My favorite kind of
Dark
chocolate.
Mine too.
Nice.
And I also brought a comparison today for us. So I brought the same cookie, one dipped in milk chocolate and one dipped in dark chocolate.
Okay.
And I want you to decide which one you like better. It's
Okay.
it's just on a regular old butter cookie, like a shortbread cookie. So if you are watching and you have a preference between milk chocolate and dark chocolate, throw that in there. So
You know, one of the ways you can determine what type of chocolate you like best is, you know how a lot of people will have a charcuterie board with different cheeses? You can do that with chocolate. My father-in-law actually brought back 5 different types of chocolate from a trip that he went on, and they were all different percentages of the, the cacao bean or whatever it is?
cacao.
Cacao?
Cacao.
Yeah, you got that was the noise that the hawk was making. That was just flying over.
I got my
It
breakfast
dropped
cacao.
its, yeah. Was it eating dark chocolate when it flew by?
It was
No.
dipped in dark chocolate.
Okay, there you go. But yeah, so you can see those and you can put them out on the table and you can actually go through and you can feel, or not feel, but taste the different.
Do you want a whole cookie? Or do you want me to break it in half?
Let's break it in half.
Okay. And I'll do the other half.
All right. Well,
right.
I think it's unfair to not allow our guests to have some
Correct.
chocolate as well. So,
Correct.
Just so everybody knows, the guests that we have on the show today, we have Tracy Lee and Tangye Middleton. Good morning.
Good
Good morning, ladies.
Yep. So they'll be here talking about our new
Would you
massage
like to
therapy
sample
program.
a piece of chocolate and decide which one you like better, the milk or the dark?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Excuse my fingers.
And Zanetta's just going to have to
And
be
I'm-
on the other side of the glass and never gets chocolate.
I'm just going to break it in half. Is that okay?
Sure.
All right. All right.
Oh, so this is mine?
That one's yours.
All right.
Dark
So tell me what
milk.
this is. This looks like a graham cracker with chocolate?
No,
Oh,
it's a butter cookie, like a shortbread cookie.
Okay.
And
All right. Oh,
here
I see.
you go, Tracy.
Butter cookie with dark
Yep.
chocolate.
So let's try the dark chocolate first.
Crunch.
Good crunch of cookie.
Yeah.
Nice bitterness, not super sweet.
It's really good.
It's very good.
We
And
now
then-
have a mukbang podcast.
We'll put it up there in case anybody wants to try this at home, right?
And then
For those who are watching, if you
not
have
milk chocolate.
very specific chocolate feelings, let us know
Yeah.
what you like, what you don't like. But I would recommend a butter cookie with dark chocolate. I'm a fan immediately.
Okay, the milk chocolate is good. It's just sweeter, a little bit more mild. I like, because I don't eat a lot of sweets, so when I do, I want it to have lots of flavor. So I vote dark chocolate.
I just realized you.
What about you, Tangye?
I vote milk chocolate.
Okay.
Okay.
Tracy?
I don't know. I like them both.
She's going to eat both of them. There you go. I also brought,
I see it.
yes. So
I love it. I love orange and chocolate together.
Orange and chocolate. Now, this one's already open. You're welcome. Nobody
Yep.
bit it. They just
No,
broke
no,
it. This came from my
I
house.
have one like that in my pantry at home. It's like one of those big bars, and it's just like I want a little bite of chocolate and a little bit of the orange with it.
Do you guys like
Jump
chocolate?
on
or
it.
I've
dark
never
chocolate?
seen that.
You've never tried it?
This is another favorite of mine.
It's
This
really
is the
good.
dark chocolate with sea salt. Now, if you guys have never tried these, I don't get any. I don't have stock in this place, so please don't go hating me. I love Aldi, and they're inexpensive.
Right.
So everything on this table came from Aldi. Okay, funny thing about the orange. You want to try it?
Sure.
Can I break off a piece?
Yep, absolutely. I just broke that off. I didn't bite off.
Over the holidays, you guys know I got really sick, right? And I tested negative twice for COVID, and I even did it like 3 days apart. But then I took a bite of that, and that's really strong, right? It's really strong, lots of orange flavor. My husband's sitting on the couch and goes, "Gosh, orange is overwhelming," and I went, "I don't taste it.
Couldn't taste it.
I lost my taste." And
That
my
was your
smell.
first clue
That
that-
was like, yeah, I really do have COVID. Those tests aren't
Yeah.
working.
It tastes like it has a little bit of cinnamon in it.
It might. It might.
Yep.
Okay, now these, you can see these had plastic wrapped around them last night and in my bag to come to work today.
You had that many just in the last 24 hours?
The three of us.
Yeah.
Yes, my daughter and my husband
Kids got
and I.
into it. All right.
It's good. It's almond, and it tastes like a Mounds bar.
So I like almonds and I like
Oh, you
chocolate.
don't like coconut?
I'm not a big fan. But that's okay because I do like a little
Oh.
Mounds bar every once in a while.
Okay.
This is like a mini Mounds bar.
Now,
right?
this has coconut.
Yes, if you're allergic.
I'm not a coconut fan.
Coconut?
No, thank you.
I'm going to crunch it.
Yeah, it's good though, isn't it? And it's really fun looking.
Oh, yeah.
It's not bad. Just a little itty bit.
Yep.
A little itty bitty
I'm
piece
not a
of
big fan
coconut.
of coconut either.
Yeah.
Really?
But
oh, I love coconut.
I like this. It's not. It's
Really?
not a lot. It's just
coconut.
enough to like a little bit of a flavor. So yeah, that's great.
Oh, yeah. So, dark chocolate day. I'm going to give you a little fun facts. Move my chocolate.
I have a quick question
Yeah,
before
go
you
ahead.
give us the fun facts. I know we're going to talk about specifics of massage therapy in a little bit this morning.
Yes.
I'm just curious, is there ever a chocolate crossover into massage therapy where you can have just like a little bit of a taste while you're getting an aromatherapy or a chocolate aromatherapy or anything like that, or no?
No, not really. Try to keep some chocolate in the room just in case, blood sugar drops or
Okay.
something like that. So there's always chocolate in the room for that reason.
I think there should probably always be chocolate in every room. That's
Well,
just,
I think a dark chocolate to me, again, it's just that little piece. It's a little bit of luxury. And massage therapy is also quite the luxury. So, and we're going to learn more about that. So I'm excited. Okay, ready?
yes,
Can
your
I
chocolate
add,
facts.
Can I add a little dark chocolate to my coffee?
I'm not the boss of you. You can have all the chocolate in your coffee that
That's
you
what
want.
I was going to say. Yes, the simplest solution is to add dark chocolate syrup or cocoa powder. Some places you can go, they actually have it in the salt shaker. So, can
never
you?
seen that.
Can anyone eat dark chocolate? No, some
No.
people are allergic to chocolate, and even small amounts will be harmful to them. So, if you add, with my nut allergy, I always have to kind of be careful. So,
But you're okay with the almond.
I am. That's a tree nut I can eat.
Okay.
And pecans.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah. Dark chocolate is can dark chocolate be a savory ingredient?
Yes.
Yes. So dark chocolate can be added to sauces and stews. Chili is one dish that some recipes call for dark chocolate. Mole, they use chocolate. Mole
Hey, really?
sauce.
Okay.
Yep. Mole has chocolate in it.
And I think red velvet cake, right?
Yep. So anyway, I'm not going to tell you all the details about dark chocolate. Just go and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Go have
you don't
some
have
fun.
To you don't have to know all the background. You just need to know that it
Just
tastes
know
good.
that it
and go
tastes
get you
yummy.
some.
That's
Yeah.
right. So, all right.
Let's talk about massage therapy.
Let's talk about massage therapy.
Okay.
And welcome. Thank you again, Tracy, for coming, and Tangye. And
you.
Tangye, you're the coordinator, the workforce development coordinator that's over this particular project. It started off as a
Yes.
project, and
Yes.
now it's actually going to be a program.
It is.
So tell us the journey of how that went. Tackling, yes.
Actually, this has been a very exciting journey. We started by really thinking, how can we get this done? But as we put movement to it, we've had a lot of people to come in and really support us from the community. And so it has been a journey. We have gotten what we need as far as from the state with credentials. We have that. And then we have a lot of community partners who are donating all kinds of items that we will need for this. So it has been not only a learning experience, but it has been a exciting journey. We can't wait till it actually comes to fruition.
And there are lots of programs when we start them up at the college. It's as a reaction to a community need. People
Yes.
have asked for it, and this was definitely one of those. I know since
Yes.
I've started here 5 or so years ago, I've heard rumblings of people wanting us to start a massage therapy program. So
Yes.
I'm sure that's how we finally got here. Is it finally was we saw enough of an interest to where enough people wanted to be a part of this program.
Absolutely. We've had a lot of schools nearby close down. And so what has happened is you have an influx of people who have the need, especially industry. And so we thought it would be a great idea to take on this project to provide the answers for the workforce, but also to see how we could best help those in the community with this particular project. So we are excited.
So, Tracy, you came to us from out of the area, right, to Craven?
Yes, I
So
did.
you joined us a couple months ago, is that right?
In November.
Okay.
November 1st.
And you have obviously a long history with massage therapy, but also in the educational side of it. Can you share a little bit about your background?
So in 2017, I was hired to teach for the school that I actually graduated from. And I taught there for a couple of years. And then just right after COVID, I got hired to teach at Forsyth Technical Community College, which is in Forsyth County in North Carolina. So I taught there for a while. And then my husband and I moved here, and when I moved here, I tried to, really get a business off the ground, and just having a lot of trouble kind of pulling client base in. But I think that all that happened for a reason, because this sort of just landed in my lap.
That's exciting. So tell us about the program. Like, how many hours does each student require to pass and then take that licensure exam?
So the state of North Carolina requires 500 hours.
That's a lot.
They're looking into actually increasing that, just because of there are a lot of things happening behind the scenes with being able to work in different states, primarily for the military. So military spouses can
So
work
it's
across
transferable. Yeah.
different states. So they're looking to up the hours. I'm not sure what the status is on that right now. But our program is going to be 660 hours, so it should fall under that umbrella should those hours change for the state of North Carolina.
And what does that work out into in weeks, typically, of how long, or months, how long this, if somebody enrolls in the program, how long would they be in the program?
So they'll be in the program from April the 2nd through November. I think I've got it slated through November 1st.
Okay.
And it just blows my mind that we're 2 months away from starting. I mean, today is the 1st of February. So.
Yeah, that's right. And so you have an orientation, right? This is
Yes.
scheduled for anybody who's interested in this program and wants to learn more about it. Let's make sure we let everybody know the date of that orientation.
So the orientation will be February the 20th. We're also going to have a second orientation on March the 12th. They both will start at 5:30. I know the first one on February the 20th is at the
Nauman Community Room.
the Nauman Community Room. I'm not sure where the second one is going to be located yet,
Okay.
but there
Will
will
it
be
be on
two.
our webpage?
Yes.
Under massage therapy.
Massage therapy, it'll be under health programs.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you look on the website, we also
Yes.
just have a short link there, and I'm sure we'll have it in the comments too. But
Yes.
it's Craven Community College or cravencc.edu/massage therapy.
Yes.
And you'll find it there. Yeah. So just so I have a clear understanding of the program, this is primarily for people who are not currently licensed, right? People who want to start massage therapy. I'm sure there will be people who have questions of whether or not we'll be doing some of the CEs or continuing education for people who are currently massage therapists. Is that part of the conversation here as well, or we're not quite at that part yet, or?
Well, right now with the time crunch, I'm really focused on just getting the program started.
Sure.
I've been teaching continuing education for years, so that wouldn't be a problem just to put a class together for that. My curriculum's already done, all of that. So it would just be a matter of finding a date, a time, a room
Right.
to hold the continuing education. But yes, that
But
is
it's-
on the agenda
That's what
to have that.
That's what I was wondering.
in
Yeah,
the
not
future.
necessarily happening next month, but it is part of the plan
Right.
as we move forward.
Yes.
It's
It is
not
part
just
of the plan.
newer students, but existing
Yes.
students as well.
So how many
Yes.
students can participate?
10.
So we only have room for 10.
10. Okay.
Based on the the current space that we're going to be in.
Are there prerequisites?
No, there aren't any prerequisites.
Okay.
Not class-wise. You do have to have a clean criminal background check, though.
Okay.
Over the age of 18, the basics. Over the age of 18.
Do they also have immunization and all that kind of requirements as well? Or is that not
Is it immunizations or is it just a health?
They will have to have a health
health
form filled out.
Okay.
So I see you have, to me, just looks like fun toys. I don't know what all this is. Can you tell us a little bit about what you brought today?
So I have all kinds of tools that I use when I do my treatments, and these are some of the modalities that they will be learning in the program. So there are 2 different types of cupping. And these are both silicone-based cups. So these you can kind of move around on the body. They come in various different sizes. These are actually going to be ordered soon. We're working on the ordering for everything today.
Supplies are important.
This is a monumental task. I did not realize how big this project was going to be.
And cupping is supposed to pull the toxins to the surface, or what's the purpose of that?
Cupping actually lifts the skin and fascia to allow for lymphatic flow between the muscle and the skin and fascia.
Okay, great.
So a lot of people get bound up. I don't know if you've ever felt that. If you run, sometimes you'll feel that, just get bound up in your muscle tissue. This is another type of cup. This is more of a static cup, so you don't move this one around. It just kind of stays put to just build in one area. So I'm also a big fan of iStem. So this is scraping. This is a scraping tool. I think I may be one of the only people in New Bern who does the scraping with this particular tool.
Yeah, I've never seen that
iStem.
before. So what does that mean? What does scraping mean?
So it's just like I take the edge of this or any edge on this tool, and I kind of go either against the muscle fiber or with the muscle fiber, depending on what it needs. And it just kind of loosens those fibers up and allows me to get in there a little bit deeper.
And so do you apply pressure with that, or is that more just, okay.
Now, as bad as this looks, it is
doesn't
not
look
a torture tool. Most people really, it looks more intimidating than it
kind of
actually
reminds
is.
me of like a gua sha. Did I say that correctly?
It is.
A gua sha?
Yes, and actually you can use the spoon. The
Wonton soup spoon.
Yes. But you hold it a
boosh.
little bit differently.
Yeah.
You kind of put your thumb in there, and you can use this the same way.
Okay.
Kind of gets into some of those, like plantar fasciitis is a big thing. So kind of get in between like the heel and the base of the foot and kind of scrape in there as well.
So when you're talking about fascia and lymphatic moves and all, really it is medical terms. It's lots of biology. But how does one that's not heard of massage therapy versus just getting a massage, can you explain the difference and what hopefully the outcomes are?
Most people come in for massage therapy for their general well-being, but massage therapy has kind of grown over the years, and it's become more medical based. That is how I will be teaching the program. It's going to be taught from a medical basis, so that we can interact. At least the students will be able, once they graduate, to interact with physical therapists, with occupational therapists, with medical doctors. That's the direction that I am taking the students within this program. So in my world, it's like there's Fluff and Puff, which is just your general Swedish massage, and then there's the therapeutic based. And I will be teaching this based on the therapeutic base. It's easy to teach the Fluff and Puff. It's easy just to bring somebody in there and make them feel better. It's a whole different thing to bring them in and actually work on a specific problem that they have going on.
Wow.
Yes.
But and if
I've
you
been on the recipient side. Sorry.
touch fingers, yeah.
Wonder twin powers. I've been on the recipient side of massage therapy, and it was after a difficult C-section.
Yes.
And when you were talking about being bound up, and it was not just what I thought was building scar tissue. It was actually because they got me stitched up so quickly. It kind of, and I never thought about this. It's kind of a weird thing. They described it to me like the outside skin on the chicken. When you take the skin off and then there's that little white layer, when they sewed me up, it all got crunched together.
Right.
And it had to be basically kind of melted out so it could release again.
Right.
Wow.
It was, yeah. I mean, and it was one of those things that was like, I was amazed because everything hurt. My back was hurting, my front was hurting, my hip was hurting. And it was all because all that stuff was just kind of bound together. So,
Yeah. No, it's life-changing. Massage therapy can truly be life-changing, particularly if you've got some sort of a medical issue that you're dealing with, back, feet, whatever it may be. I personally wish I could get in and get one more often than I do.
One last thing. I mean, you guys might have another one, but my last question is the offers for the community to come in and get services, because I know that's going to come out. Is massage therapy going to have services to the public?
Yes. The students will be required to have. I think it's 100 hours of clinic. So there will be offering their services. There will be a short portion in the beginning where they'll be offered like your basic Swedish services, but at the end, when they can combine everything that they've learned, then they'll be doing the therapeutic side of it.
And this will be in the same building that we currently have the barbering program and the cosmetology.
Yes.
So people who are familiar with coming to the campus, the Kelso building specifically, who are used to coming here to getting a haircut or either in cosmetology or the aesthetics program. I see Megan looking at my haircut while I say the word haircut. But it'll be the same building, right? So,
Yes.
So people should be familiar with that. But that's great, and I have no doubt that you'll have people who will come in and take advantage of
They
that
should.
service.
They very much should take advantage
The
of it.
beauty of it is it's at an extremely reduced price.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, for a standard massage is about $100, but we're looking at maybe $20 to $25. So come get a massage.
And the neat part about, like, I know with our cosmetology program specifically, I've had friends that would come in and get the services, and when those folks go out and they have either their own salon or their own booth that they're renting, they follow them. So you're creating a clientele, because I can imagine that a massage therapist, it's a relationship.
It is.
It's a trust between the client and the person providing the service. So I can imagine that if you guys connect, somebody's going to follow you.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm sure as a massage therapist, you get to know somebody's body and know what they can take and what they can't and where they need more work and kind of pick up where you left off.
It's funny because I will have people come in to see me and I don't recognize their face, but as soon as they get on the table and I undrape their back, I was like, oh, I know who you are. I know what's going on. I remember.
That's
it all kind of
interesting.
comes back to you at that point.
Very interesting.
Yeah. And I just want to make sure I see we have a couple more things on the table that you didn't mention. So let's see what we have here just so I know.
These are just a series of stones. This is a Himalayan salt stone. I don't know if any of you have heard of like the Himalayan salt lamps. Same concept, except it's directly on your skin.
Okay.
It's also good for exfoliating, so anybody can purchase these. Amazon has everything.
Does that get heated up at all, or is that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. I usually heat these up in the towel warmer that I have. So I like to work a lot with heat. This, however, is a roller ball, so this is cold. So I can get some cold on the muscle if I need to. But I just work better with heat because heat is like, if you've ever had a box of ice cream or a cold stick of butter, if you warm up the knife, it goes through the butter much quickly. Or if you heat up the scoop for the ice cream, it goes in the ice cream much better. So same concept.
Sure.
The heat warms up the muscle. It allows me to get a little bit deeper in there without bringing somebody off the table. Now, that's not to say in a couple days they won't feel that, but it just immediately starts the healing process. So, these are just different types of stones. This one's kind of called a mushroom stone. It's just easier to kind of grip. So.
I've never done the hot stone therapy. If I'm making the time to go in, it's usually for deep tissue to work on muscles, and I don't grant myself the hot stones or any of the other stuff that goes along with it.
Well, I actually use these in every treatment.
Do you? Okay.
It's not a fluff and puff. This is actually for the heating properties. I use these. I use warm towels, just anything that's going to allow me to get deeper into the muscle tissue without bringing the client off the table.
Yeah. Great.
Very nice. I'm excited.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're going to be one of the first ones in line going down.
I don't know. So we've had this conversation before. It's hard for me to relax. I mean, it really is. And so the only time I've ever gone is when there's been an issue. So I'm sure I can find an issue. I'm sure we can find one. But I have a hard time relaxing to let that go. But I need to, because self-care is not a priority in my life, and it needs to be.
It's also not selfish. Self-care is not selfish. You need to
see. Look at that. That should be your mantra.
Self-care is not selfish.
That's right.
Say it over and over. Write it on the mirror.
Yeah.
That's right.
So yes, maybe that'll be one of my goals. So when you guys do get started, okay, need to make that happen.
That's right. So I know we're going to have to start talking about some community events in a
Yes.
second, but I just want to make sure we remind everybody once again, the orientation, if you're interested in being a part of the program, is February 20th,
5:30 to 7:30
in
p.m.
Nauman.
In
Yep.
Nauman.
And then click the link too if you want some more information.
Yes.
Because people should register for that, I'm
Yes.
assuming. Yep.
Yes, registration is fee waived for all who are eligible.
Yep.
So just go to the website and register.
Yeah. So, because if you go to the website now, does it look like there is a cost associated with it?
It looks
Yes.
like it is a cost, but if they go through and register, the college will take care.
Okay, great. All right. Anything else before we start running through some events? Anything we forgot? Any important stuff?
I will say this, there has been a great interest in evening classes, so we are looking for that in the near future.
Okay.
Yep.
How are you on instructors? Do you need anybody from the community, or are you good on
Yes.
instructors? You
Well,
need
we're
instructors.
going to at least look to hire another instructor, so we're looking for at least one more instructor.
Okay.
So
if anybody's watching and they're interested,
if
should
you are
they contact
watching,
you?
please contact me,
Okay.
Tangye Middleton at Workforce Development at Craven Community College, and we will sit down and talk with you.
All right, very good.
So Tangye,
Yes.
I'm just throwing this out there for you.
Yes.
A little shout out. So you're also very involved in the community as well. Is there any special events or anything coming up that you wanted to share?
Well,
You
the
get to plug.
resiliency, the community resiliency is coming up. I think it's February the 19th at St. Peter's. And Craven Community College will be there with the table, and so will all of our community partners. It is a resource event for all kinds of things that's going on, health access, education, you name it.
Okay.
So-
Well, when we get a little closer to that, we'll have to
Yes.
plug that. So,
Very good.
Awesome. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Tracy, Tangye, thank you so much for
Thank
being here
you.
today.
Yes,
We're
thank
going to
you.
start talking a little bit about our community events.
Yep.
And
we
are you ready?
I'm ready. It's
All right.
time for community events. The Color Purple, January 26th through February 11th. So that's tomorrow at the Masonic Theater. Join Rivertown players for The Color Purple, an inspiring family saga of women who triumph over adversity. Tickets and information can be found at rivertownplayers.org.
You went last weekend, right?
I did. I went
And?
last Saturday. It was amazing. Just beautiful voices, beautifully acted. The set looks amazing. We had Denadre on here, the director of the show, talking about it a few weeks ago. He's put together a great show, and people on stage that you know. You may know Shamisha. I know you know Keith Davis. But it's just phenomenal. Anybody who can should go see that show.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
That's great. The 37th Annual Antique Show and Sale, February 2nd through the 4th, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Sunday. February 1st, come get your first looks. That's tonight, right? Or today?
Tomorrow's the 2nd.
No.
Today's
but
the 1st.
The
Yes,
first
yes,
looks
yes,
is
you're
today.
right.
It's going to be at the Mayola at Riverside. That's on the backside of downtown, over by the water. The 37th Annual Newbern Preservation Foundation Antique Show and Sale is back at Mayola, February 1st through the 4th. There will be fine art, jewelry, antiques, oriental carpets, and more. We're going to go on a carpet ride. Woo! Tickets are all weekend. Access is $10 in advance, $12 at the door, and you can purchase at newbernnpf.org/antique. God, this is a tough one show. Anyway, just Google or we'll put that in there, right? Zanetta's shaking her head, yes.
Yes.
Tickets to the first look show is $30. And again, if you go tonight with the $30 ticket, it's good for the whole weekend. And that will be from 5:30 to 8.
All right. The Carolina Chocolate Festival is February 3rd and 4th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. On Sunday. Crystal Coast Visitor Center in Morehead City. Chocolate lovers, come out to the Chocolate Festival where there will be all things chocolate. with samples, contests, and entertainment. There will be a pro-amateur bake-off and a Cocoa 5K run walk before the festival opens. Get your tickets at the door or online at CarolinaChocolateFestival.com.
We start the celebration early.
That's right.
Yep. All right, Timber, Land, and Railroads, A History of John L. Roper Lumber Company, February 7th at 11:30 a.m., Carolina Colors Pavilion. Retired North Carolina forester Bill Barber will provide an account of the timber boom that swept across coastal North Carolina following the Civil War. With sawmills came boom towns, employment for thousands, and local inhabitants. Local inhabitants. That sounds funny. They moved here because they liked it. And the first industry in many of the coastal counties. Prepaid reservations are required. Cost is $24 for Historical Society members and $27 for non-members, which includes the new buffet meal format. Reserve your seat at newbernhistorical.org or by, there's phone number 252-638-8558.
The Newcomers Club of New Bern February meeting is February 8th at 7 p.m. at the Harrison Center. Welcome, new citizens of New Bern. That's me standing at the mountaintop. Welcome, new citizens of New Bern. Join the Newcomers Club for their monthly meeting to be welcomed and acclimated to become local residents. No, I just made that up. To our quaint city of New Bern. This month's guest speaker is from the New Bern Historical Society, presenting info on the New Bern Civil War battlefield. The presentation begins at 7 with socialization beforehand, starting at 6:15.
We're going to socialize with the inhabitants.
Socialization with inhabitants will begin at 6:15.
Yes. If you have not been to the New Bern Civil War Battlefield Park, it's over there by Taberna. So when you turn into Taberna, immediately take a left opposite of Dunkin' Donuts. Mm-hmm. And it's a great park, easy trails, lots of fun.
There's also an app you can download when you're there that has stories that you can listen to while you're walking around.
Really?
Yep. You might even hear a familiar voice.
Really? Are you one of them?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know about that.
Yeah. And
it's also dog friendly. So keep the dogs on the leash, but yeah, we take Sophie out there. It's nice.
Very nice.
All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
Art Walk, February 9th, 7 p.m., downtown New Bern. Art Walk is free. It's self-guided walk to over 30 different stops in downtown New Bern. Area to visit stores, galleries, and to see all that New Bern has to offer. This month's gallery event is at the Bank of the Arts, and it's the Alzheimer's Fantasy. Okay, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, so maybe
I forgot.
Yeah, maybe you did. Or you can visit the site and learn more about
Alzheimer's
what that is.
Fantasy.
Yeah.
I mean, just because we're dealing with, well, we know why. I'm not going to say it.
That's right.
Yes, that's right. Okay, are you ready?
Yes. The Fox on the Fairway, February 9th. That's next Friday at 7:30 p.m. at New Bern Civic Theater. Get ready for an uproarious evening of golf, love, and unexpected events. Join New Bern Civic Theater for opening night of the Fox on the Fairway on February 9th. Shows will run for 2 consecutive weekends, February 9th through 11th and 16th through the 18th.
So I know you won't say it, but I will. This is the show you're directing.
I am directing the show, yes.
So I hope that y'all come out and support Craig and his wonderful cast and crew that's putting on this great show. So tell us how many, and I'm putting you on the spot, how many folks that are Craven connected will they be there supporting either you on the back of the stage, at the box, on the stage?
You mean Craven Community College connected?
Yeah.
Well, so the show's producer is Meredith Laskovics, who is currently at Tryon Palace, but she used to work here at the college with us and used to work in the booth as well. We also have Elizabeth Spencer, who is our lead art faculty. She designed the set. And it's her first time doing that, and she has done a phenomenal job. It's been so much fun working with her on this project and seeing what she's been able to come up with for the set. I don't know if we've got any other Craven folks. Well, we actually do have one of our students who's working the light board as well, Grace Detweiler. And this is her, I believe, 3rd show that she's done. So
That's
it's great
exciting.
to have that Craven connection there.
And also, a lot of your cast members, I know, have been big supporters of what Craven Community College does. So it's all good. So go out. Yep, Fox on the Fairway.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and it's really funny, too.
And I've seen the pictures that you have out on Facebook too, and the costuming looks really cool too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I had fun with this one too, just bringing in people who had not done some of these roles before and as their first time, and so they're having a lot of fun with it too. So Devin Beckett is who's doing the costumes, and she's making some things special for one of the characters. It's just,
that's awesome.
You don't want to miss it.
Well, we've had a good time today. At least I've had a good time.
It's been okay.
It started with chocolate.
I'm just kidding. You know I'm kidding.
Okay.
I love chocolate.
I know. It started off with chocolate, so we're all good. So, but we will be back next week. It's going to be our 80th episode here in the Darkroom Studio. That's very exciting news. We are going to host the Craven Smart Start Chair, Bonnie Gould, as well as our early childhood education faculty, Maria Eid. And they'll join us next week to discuss their Building Brighter Futures Conference, which is coming up in March. So very excited about that. So we can't wait for you guys to return. In the meantime, if you've liked the show, please share it on your Facebook. Of course, subscribe. You can also go to Amazon. You can go to, don't go to, well, you can go to Amazon if you want. Go get some dark chocolate there.
We're probably on Amazon too.
We could be.
Yeah.
Maybe the DVDs. I don't know.
Do we have DVDs of the podcast?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I have a bookshelf full of them at home.
Yes, we do. So go to YouTube.
I need to get some new jewel cases.
Yes.
For them.
We can go to YouTube and subscribe and all that kind of fun stuff. Okay.
All the fun stuff.
All that fun stuff. Yeah. But we will be back here next Thursday, and we look forward to it. And in the meantime, you guys stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.